It's Thomas Mulready from Cool Cleveland. We're here at AXPONA 2023, and we're here with event director, can we call you that, Liz Miller?
Yeah.
By the way, congratulations. This is a huge undertaking, and once again, it was its 10th year now. You guys have
12th year.
12th year,
12th year.
even with a couple that you missed.
Yep.
Fabulous job. You are sort of the one who does a lot of the outreach, and you're trying to bring in new people. You know, the topic that we're talking about this year is diversity, age, gender, race. You're right on the front lines there. So what are you doing about all this?
Well, I've been in this industry, like we started running this show in 2014, and one of the first things that we heard was that there's a need for younger people in this hobby, more women in this hobby, just more accessibility for this hobby so it can go on. And so as a show organizer, I'm trying to bring in a more diverse audience to meet with our exhibitors and experience the show. I think about as a woman, as someone, I'm a millennial, but as, I think about what my friends or what my coworkers, how they would want to find out about the show, how they can get excited about the show. And I'm trying to reach them that way. I'm using different channels, YouTube, social media, and trying to talk about this show, this hobby in a way that's accessible.
Is the fact that you're a woman, do you think when you speak to other women or to people, do you think that makes a difference?
I think it does. I really think it does, because I think you're kind of looking at the hobby through a slightly different lens and using maybe different words and, changing how you talk about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And you talked about different channels, because there are sort of the standard channels that the old white guys are well tuned into, but there are new channels. So talk about your thought process there.
I think that there are, publications and media sites that have been supporting this industry for a long time, and so we definitely use those. But I think about, social media, I think about YouTube, I even think about different influencers that can get excited about this space and talk about it. And again, if you're maybe a lifestyle influencer and you're explaining why it's really cool to be at AXPONA, that's helping this industry reach a whole new audience.
So you've been involved in this for a number of years yourself, and you've seen the audiences evolve and change. Have you seen a difference? I've seen it. I've been coming now for 10 years, but it seems very slow change to me. Do you agree, or what are you feeling?
It is. It's a slow change. It really is. But I'm very encouraged by what I'm seeing today. It's Saturday here at the show. It's the weekend. I've seen a lot of families. I've seen a lot of women walking around. It's a slow change, but I'm actually really encouraged by what I've seen this year.
Right.
Yeah.
What would you like to see some of the manufacturers do, the people that are on the front lines? Because you're sort of a meta, you're the group that brings all the other groups and manufacturers together. But what do you think they can do, the people in the industry themselves? Because they're the ones selling the products to the people. They're designing products for probably the men that are already buying them, and they're marketing to the people that are already buying. So do you have ideas for what they could be doing, making things more friendly for women or people of color?
I think it always comes down to knowing your audience. So if you're, placing an ad or working with an influencer or sending something somewhere, it's thinking about the words you use so it makes sense for that audience. Maybe thinking about a brand ambassador that someone else can identify with. Thinking about the imagery you use. I think, for me, I love seeing those wonderful lifestyle shots where I see a beautiful set of speakers or headphones in a great room, and I'm like, wow, that could fit in my life or my aspirational life,
Right.
Yeah.
As opposed to the Maxell guy in the chair and in the sweet spot.
Honestly, for me, even a beautiful glamour shot of a piece of equipment on a plain colored background, I know that makes that piece of equipment stand out, and it probably works for the traditional audience, but that doesn't excite me in the same way.
So it's more about the lifestyle and listening to the music and enjoying the music as opposed to here's a great piece of equipment or technology, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Liz, so awesome working with you. Thank you for making us all feel welcome here. Best of luck, and I hope you get a little rest after all this.
I'm looking forward to that, but it's been great. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you, Liz. Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from Cool Cleveland. We are here at AXPONA 2023.